Setting your mouse sensitivity is like the most crucial thing for every CS player, because it's different for everyone and can change depending on your mouse, mousepad, monitor, resolution, and a bunch of other factors we're gonna consider today. But before we dive into the video, I gotta ask you to smash that like button below, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you won't miss out of any dope new videos, cause 98% of y'all watch my videos without subscribing. And also, don't forget to stick around till the end of the video to know all about the perfect mouse sensitivity setup. Now before we get into it, you gotta know a few important rules without which picking sensitivity will be way harder. Firstly, it's crucial to adjust your sensitivity as soon as you hop into the game, because impressions after warm-up, training or matches can be misleading after changing sensitivity, so we're looking for a fresh mind and not a numb hand. Secondly, no matter how perfect your new sensitivity might seem, you gotta get used to it. The numbers you punch into the console won't do the job for you. Good aim isn't just about the mouse sensitivity, it's also about experience, practice, and playing long hours with the same setting that suit you best. And thirdly, it's crucial to configure Windows so it doesn't mess up your sensitivity. First thing you gotta do is to hit start, then go to settings, devices, mouse, then do additional mouse options, pointer options, and make sure the box of enhanced pointer precision isn't hacked. Secondly, go into the Task Manager, right-click CS2, Properties, Compatibility, and check Disable Full Screen Optimizations. After these steps, your PC will be set up to accurately translate your mouse movements into the game. Before you can nail down the perfect sensitivity, you need to understand why you've gotten it wrong in the past. The most common mistake among many newbie players is copying settings from pro gamers or favorite YouTubers or streamers. You gotta realize that no matter how good those settings may seem, everything should be tailored individually to you. Everyone has different devices, body parameters, chairs, desk, and sitting positions at the computer, so don't assume that if someone finds certain settings comfortable, it will be the same for you. Based on these parameters, you gotta do everything to make it comfortable for you. And since we're talking about devices, their choice plays a significant role in selecting sensitivity. If you plan to play this game or any other comfortably and confidently, the first thing you need to do is to invest in gaming devices. Many of you may not want or cannot spend hundreds of dollars on them, but there are plenty of cool options available for a reasonable price nowadays. On the same AliExpress, you can find many cool wireless mouse options with top-notch sensors and comfortable shapes for around $40. The choice of gaming surface also plays a crucial role. Here, I recommend paying attention to reputable brands such as Razer, HyperX, SteelSeries, and the like. They may have different types of coating and sizes. As for choosing type of coating, here you need to try them all to find out the best option for yourself. And speaking of size, it should obviously not be too small so you don't run into situations where it's too cramped. Personally, I use HyperX mousepad size 90 to 45 cm with a speed plus control surface. There are also a few accessories that will make your gaming experience more enjoyable. The first one would be a sleeve. I'm sure you've seen professional gamers using them during streams. Basically, they are designed to reduce friction between your hand, the mousepad, and the table, allowing you to move the mouse easier and faster. The second accessory is interchangeable mouse gliders. They will allow your mouse to glide much better on your mousepad. These accessories aren't expensive. If you opt for top solutions, they'll cost you around $30. By splurging on devices once, you can ensure yourself comfortable gaming for quite a long time. And lastly, when it comes to mouse settings outside of the game, there is a DPI. For those who don't know what it is, let me explain. It stands for the dots per inch, which is the number of points a mouse can read per inch of movement. So it's the parameter that determines the sensitivity of your mouse. You might think that the higher the DPI, the better, but it's not that simple. Generally, there are three most common values: 400, 800, and 1200. Most professional players have chosen the 400 DPI, but it's not because of the advantages of this value. Rather, it's more of a trend that was set about 20 years ago, when it was the highest. Many professional players have been playing since the days of CS 1.6, from the beginning of CSGO, and they've all gotten used to this particular value. However, if you look at younger players, you will notice that many of them play with 800 dpi, and in rare cases, 1200 dpi. Ultimately, there are no optimal value. Use what's comfortable for you to play and don't listen to those who say you should choose a specific one. Now let's talk about the sensitivity settings in the game itself. To find the ideal one, you need something to start from. Let's say you have it set for 1.5. Now you need to go to any training map, in my case it's refrag.gg, and quickly start killing bots, preferably with them surrounding you. This is to understand at what point you feel discomfort, but how do you understand that? For example, if you're shooting at bots standing relatively close to each other, you need to pay attention to aim compensation. Aim compensation is when you're not aiming precisely at the target, but a bit closer or further away. This is because your sensitivity might be either too high or too low. Generally, you can check your sensitivity in the exercises you're used to doing, and based on that, pay attention to what's wrong with it, whether it's too high or too low for you. I myself played for quite a while with the mouse sensitivity of 1.5 at 400 dpi, and I realized that it's too low for me. I often noticed that I couldn't turn quickly when I heard shots behind me. To more accurately determine which sensitivity you need to change to, my recommendation is to make a step of 0.1 value. So if 1.5 feels too low for me, I should try 1.6, or if it feels too high, I should try 1.4. After you change it, it immediately feels like it doesn't suit you, but don't rush to conclusions. To make them with the new sensitivity, you need to play for at least 10 or 15 minutes to get somewhat used to it, and then you can analyze whether it suits you or not. When you've spent enough time and tried many different options but nothing seems right, then you should take the most suitable one for you and decrease the step to 0.05. So if sensitivity 1.7 feels a bit too low and 1.8 feels a bit too high, you can try 1.75. The main thing is not to overdo it and not to set 4-digit numbers, because after the second digit after the decimal point, it doesn't matter what you set, as you won't notice the difference. And thanks to this method, you'll be able to properly adjust your sensitivity. This method can be called perfect and the only correct one because it's based on your own feelings and conclusions, which is the most important thing for it to suit you specifically and be comfortable for you, rather than being imposed by some YouTuber or professional player. Of course, if you're a beginner, you can orient yourself on the average value of all professional players or on a specific one, but in any case, you'll need to adjust it more accurately for yourself later using this method described above. That's basically all you need to know when choosing the perfect mouse sensitivity in CS2 for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel. It really helped me promote this video and my channel. Help me reach the first 1000 subscribers. That's all from me now. See you in the next video. Bye bye!